Good evening, groovy citizens, and happy fantastic Friday to each and every one of you. Listen, I hope your day has been phenomenal. My day has been great. You hear what I say? It's been great. I have no complaints. It's been very, very, very busy, but it has been great.
Update failed.
Thank you. It has been great nonetheless. Mom had 2 doctor's appointments today, 2 different places. God is good. They were both close to the house, so I can't complain at all. Okay. Now, right now it is 70 degrees. What is that? 70 degrees in the DMV area. It's been a little overcast all day today. And what y'all, I'm going to apologize up front because my sinuses have been giving me the blues. I'm going to be very honest with you. I was not even going to do this video today because I feel stopped up. 1 minute my nose is stopped up, like right now, and then the next minute it's running. My throat is bothering me a little bit. And I honestly believe it's just the weather. Like I said, just a few weeks ago, we had almost 90-degree weather and it was hot as blazes. And then a few days after that, it dropped down like to 20s and 30s at night. And of course, it has to creep back up during the daytime. And so tomorrow, as a matter of fact, it's going to be rainy most of Saturday. So just as I was getting ready to do this video and I was coming out the house, they were talking about getting your snacks because tomorrow's going to be a rainy day, and that way you don't have to go anywhere. But anyway, you know what I always say, it's going to be a great day nonetheless. Okay, so let's jump into today's topic because it is Friday, and you know what that means. It's date night. Hey, it's date night. So I'm going to get myself together so I can go and meet my other half. We're going to go get some dinner so I can get back because I have some editing to do before I go to bed. And yeah, just relax for the rest of the evening. So today's topic is when it's time to walk away. When it's time to walk away. Now, I don't know who needs this video, and I don't know what it is or who it is that you need to walk away from. But what I want you to take from today's video is that what is the word I'm looking for? That sign. Let's call it a sign. You know how sometimes we need a sign as to when it's time to do something? Well, this is your sign that it is time for you to walk away. Now, and I'm gonna air quote they, because I love to air quote, say these things, it's time that you walk away. So in this case, in today's video, I'm talking about people, not things. So I have 6 things to share with you, and I'm going to bid you good day. Number 1, I don't want to hurt you. What they're really saying is, if you let things keep going the way they are, you will more than likely end up getting hurt. People typically say they don't want to hurt you right before they do. Just know this isn't a sign of affection. This is your warning that you really don't want to ignore. So if you are, because I'm pretty sure everybody has experienced that before with someone saying, I don't want to hurt you. The reality is, as I said, they typically say that right before they do hurt you. So if you are with someone and they say that to you, sweetie, that is your sign that it is time for you to pack up your things and go about your business. That means you delete the phone number or you block it. You pack up, you have stuff at their house, they have stuff at your house. Everybody gets their stuff and go on about your business. Don't you dare turn around and look back. And here's what I don't want you to do. Too often, we will go on, and then that person, after a couple of months, they'll come back with I made a mistake. Can we try again? You say that, I am done. Because in the back of my mind, what I'm hearing is you had something else to move on to, and that thing didn't work. So now you think you can come back. No, sir, no, ma'am. Number 2, I am not looking for a relationship. You see, it's not a question of timing. And it's not because they aren't looking for a relationship in theory, in principle. Okay. They have decided, listen carefully, that they don't want a relationship with you specifically. Don't take these words as an invitation to wait them out or try to change their mind by proving to them how great you are. If a man or a woman tells you that they're not really looking for a relationship, yet they want to keep this, I'm going to call it friends with benefit situation that you have going on, they want to keep that going on, as I stated, it's not because they're not looking for a relationship in principle. They don't want one with you. You are great for a good time. You are great for a couple of humps in the sack. You're great for maybe going out to eat, but they don't see you as relationship material. And 9 times out of 10, you're just filling a void that they have in their lives until they can find someone else. Number 3, you're too good for me. So this is not a compliment. Hear what I'm saying? When somebody says you're too good for me, this is not a compliment. It's a promise. You see, they know what you want and what you deserve, and they have already decided they either can't or don't want to give it to you. This isn't an opportunity for you to prove them wrong and reassure them that they are actually good enough. For you believe they aren't good enough and move on. If somebody says to you, you know, I'm not good enough for you. Now, I will say this. Sometimes people will say that because they know that they have some shortcomings in their lives, okay? Maybe their finances just aren't where they would like for them to be. Maybe their living situation isn't quite where they would like for it to be. They might not even have a car, and the list can go on and on. And they might not even have a job at the moment. But so sometimes they'll say, you know, what does that just say? They may say, you're too good for me, because they know that in the back of their minds, you're bringing more to the table, and this is for both men and women, than they're bringing. And so they're really being genuine when they say, you know, you're too good for me. But what I want you to do is don't sit there wasting your time trying to convince that man or that woman that you're not. Oh, no, I'm not too good for you. We're perfect for each other. We can make it work. Y'all know how we do things, right? And we all have done it before. Let's just keep it real. But I don't want you to waste your time trying to convince someone that they're not a good match for you. Listen to what they say and keep it moving. I'm going to tell you something. The older I get, I hear what you say, and I'm going to run with that thing that you said. See, because you may come back and say, well, I didn't really mean it like that. That's not quite what I meant. Well, look, that's what I heard, and that's what I'm going to run with. I can't go on what you meant. You need to be specific with me. Number 5, we're just too different. What they're saying is that they have already decided, hear what I'm saying, they've already decided that your differences are too big to overcome. They are telling you that they're not willing to try. They're saying they have already decided that it won't work. Don't try to change their mind, because it's not worth your time or your energy. So if someone says to you, we're just too different, again, believe them. Believe them and keep it moving, because honestly, they are being honest with you. That's the short of it all. They are truly being honest with you when they say that we're just too different. That means that you come from one side of the tracks, they come from another. You want things in life that they can't even begin to fathom. So they can't get on the same page with you when you talk about building a future, excuse me, because their mindset is not even at the same place that yours is. So again, if somebody says that you're too good for me, now let me say this, because I hear it in the back of the room, somewhere over in the right side. What I'm not saying is this: I have never thought that I was too good for anybody. And I'll be honest with you, I've dated guys in the past that we weren't quite on the same level, but I'm not one to look down on anybody. If you're good to me and I find you interesting, I'll give you a chance. I can do that. It doesn't matter that you may live in a jacked up neighborhood. Now, I may not come to your neighborhood. You have a car that's just barely holding on. I may not necessarily ride in your car, but that doesn't mean that I can't give you a chance, give you an opportunity, because I see your heart. I see you're a good person. I'm not talking about that. I truly am not. But if someone says to you that we're just too different, again, they have already made up in their minds, excuse me, y'all. Oh my God. They've already made up in their minds that they're not even going to try. They don't want to try. Either in their minds, they're thinking that you're not good enough for them, or they really believe that they're not good enough for you. Either way, it doesn't matter. If they come at you with that, honey, just let it go. And last but not least, number 6, I need space. This isn't a request that you give them some time alone. No, it's a request that you end the relationship. They are hoping you give them the space they need to move on without having to deal with the issues of a fallout. Breakup, a fallout, a full out breakup. Please don't wait around for them to have a change of mind and or heart and come back, because they won't. Listen to what I'm saying. If they say to you, I need space, they really do need space. Now, I'm always going to find the good in things. Sometimes, sometimes, I'm going to say a very small percentage, you're going to have a person that says, you know what, I just need some space. And that could be because they have a lot going on in their lives. Maybe they're caretakers for a family member. Maybe they're in school trying to get their doctorate or whatever it is they're going to school for, or they're just experiencing a lot of stress at work. If they have a business, that could be stressing them out, in which case, if that were the case, let's say I'm dating you and I have all those things or even one of those things going on, I'm going to sit down and say to you, no, you know what? I can't even justify that. Because if I had all that stuff going on, I'm not going to say I need space. I'm going to sit down and talk to you and say, look, baby, I have all of this stuff going on. I need you to really have my back. I need to know that you are going to be understanding if I'm not able to go out with you, or we can't do, if we had plans and maybe we have to cancel because I have to get my mom or my dad or somebody to an appointment, or whatever the case may be. Typically, you're not going to ask for space. Somebody says they need space, give them what they've asked for and move on. Period. End of sentence. I'm not going to argue with you. Now, maybe in my younger years, I probably would have, but now at this point in my life, I'm not. Okay, you need space? Not a problem. I'm going to give you all the space you want. You don't have to worry about me calling you. I don't need you calling me, because just like you need space, I need space. And that does make sense, that when somebody says they need space, that's just their polite way of saying, I really want you to just move on, but I don't want to have a full-blown fallout, knockdown, drag-out session. So I'm just going to say I need some space. And you're sitting there thinking, okay, well, I'm going to give them some space, and I'll sit back and just kind of wait for them to get themselves together, and hopefully we can rebuild and this, that, and the third. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. Somebody says that, give them the space they need, going about your business. Make sure that you are giving your time to someone who appreciates you and that wants your time. Because this person, right, that you're dealing with, or whoever that was that said that to you, they clearly don't. So don't you sit around waiting for them to change their minds, because 9 times out of 10, they will not. Now, having said that, you guys, those are the 6 things. And that's not a complete list, of course, but those are the 6 things that I wanted to share with you so that you know when it's time to walk away. Let me do a quick recap. Number 1, I said they may say, I don't want to hurt you, and that's usually right before they do. Number 2, I'm not looking for a relationship. Believe them. They are not looking for a relationship with you. They want a relationship. They just don't want it with you. Okay, just keep that in mind. Number 3, you're too good for me. Chances are they've already decided that they can't or don't want to put in the time to build a relationship or to continue the relationship. Number 4, I'm not ready for a commitment. They are saying essentially they're not ready for commitment with you. Okay. Number 5, we're just too different. And to be honest with you, chances are you really are. But 9 times out of 10, if that individual says it to you, it's because you're not quite their type. And they're not willing to put in the work to try to mold you or even try to make a relationship with you work. And number 6, I need space. That means they really do need space. And that's a polite way of them breaking up with you so that they don't have to experience or witness you falling out, keying up their car, rocking up their home. You know how people get when they get mad. So they'll just say, I need a little space. And you are left thinking, okay, I'll back off. They'll get it together and then maybe we can move forward. And chances are you're not going to move forward. So stop thinking that. Believe them and move on. Having said that, you guys, I am done. Hopefully something I said resonates with you. As always, anything that I share with you is always done out of love, because I love each and every one of you and I want nothing but the best for you. And what I don't want is for you to sit and waste your time dealing with somebody who doesn't appreciate you, who could never appreciate you. I want you to save your time and energy for someone that truly wants to be with you and that will love you the way you deserve to be loved. Okay? So keep that in mind. Now, I'm going to bid you all good day because, like I said, I need to go take me some Claritin, some Zyrtec, some something, because this sister girl is stopped all the way up, okay? And I'm going to just suffer through this because I'm going to give me something to eat. And then I'm come back home. And y'all know what? I said I was going to get me a purifier or humidifier. One of them I need to get me because I'm tired. I feel like my whole head is just stopped up and it's causing my throat to be a little sore. Now I do get summer colds. It's not summer yet, but I do tend to get summer colds. I thought, well, maybe that's it, because one minute we're in AC, next minute we're in the heat. I don't know, but we're gonna get through this. I do know that we're going to get through this. So having said that, if you are new to watching my videos, new to my channel, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have not already done so, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap that bell, because I don't want you to miss anything. I do car conversations every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So come back tomorrow because I have another topic for you. And I'm going to share something else with you real quick. Let me finish what I was getting ready to say. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. You know I miss you when I don't get a chance to see you. Sorry, I got to crack the window because now it's getting hot in here. What was I going to say? As always, you know the drill, you know the spiel. I love you all to the moon and back, and there is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that you can ever do to change that, because I love each and every one of you. I want nothing but the best for you. I pray for you all. I may not know your names individually, but collectively I do pray, and I ask God to allow the persons that are, I love saying that, the persons that are under the sound of my voice, Lord, just bless them. Allow them to experience all of your beauty and your wonders, and just bless them. Let their cups overflow with blessings that they may not have room enough to receive. Come on, somebody. So I truly do pray for each and every one of you. You know the drill and you know the spiel. There's nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that you can ever do about it, because it will never, ever, ever change. And having said all of that, if you go out this evening, have fun. Have fun for me, but just be careful. Be careful wherever you go, whatever you do, just be careful. Now, real quick, what I was going to share with you all. I've seen on my timeline several times over the last couple of days the story where there was a 10-year-old who committed suicide. And when I tell you, when I first saw the video, it hurt my heart so much. I couldn't stop crying, because I cannot even begin to imagine a 10-year-old having to contemplate taking his life because he's being bullied at school. And it's just, every time I see it pop up on my timeline on Instagram or YouTube, I just have to scroll past, because I just can't make myself look at it again. It just hurts so much just even thinking about that. my daughter's grown now, but I'm just thinking, what if that were my son? What if that were my daughter? It could be anybody's. And I'm pretty sure it happens more often than we actually know about. But it's just so sad that at 10 years old, you would much rather take your life than to go to school on the next day, which was Monday, because it happened on a Sunday, because you didn't want to have to go to school on Monday to be bullied by the same kids again. So I know that bullying month is not till October, but I really wanted to talk about that video just to address it for anybody that may be dealing with the bully in their lives, because it doesn't really matter about the age, just that this little boy was 10 years old, cute as he can be. And even if he wasn't cute, it doesn't even matter. 10 years old. That taking his life or dealing with bullies should have been the least of his worries, okay? So anyway, let me not get myself all worked up over that again. But I will be talking about that on Monday. And so I just wanted to prepare you all for that, okay? So I'm going to get on off of here, you guys. Go out there, have a great evening, and come back tomorrow where we'll talk again. I love you all so much. And guess what? The best is yet to come. Don't you give up. Don't you give in, because your best is on the way. Take care.